Dallas Cowboys head west after a much-needed bye. They're in San Francisco. The 49ers may be wishing they had this week off.
And Trent Williams said, yeah, have some of that.
49ers lost more than a game last week. Already without CMC, Brock Purdy finished their loss without his top three wide receivers, and it showed. He threw 3 INTs, not a single touchdown.
I mean, they intercepted Brock Purdy 3 times. They make everything so hard.
Dallas won't face Brandon Ayuk, bad knee injury. Juwan Jennings missed Week 7 altogether. Deebo Samuel, he left that game sick. Jacob Cowing was their lead wideout, pulled in a 41-yarder at least.
He's got a man! It is caught! Jacob Cowing!
George Kittle, of course, at tight end, he tallied 92 yards versus Kansas City.
And Kittle has his first catch of the day.
Cowboys defense they face next. Well, maybe they brought in the men in black during their bye. Over their 6 games, 28 points per game allowed after that 49-point shellacking. Masters of the flag, way too many penalties, and brutal in the red zone.
Here's Goff going for the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You ever flashy thing me? Purdy looking at a Cowboys pass defense with a rating allowed over 97, almost 8 yards per attempt allowed, have not played running backs and tight ends well, 115 plus rating allowed to those positions.
It takes a toll when you're trying to tackle him.
Boys have played wide receivers well, though, holding them to a sub-90 rate, have held it down for the most part. Purdy gets a Dallas pass rush missing some teeth. Would make a big difference if Micah can make it back. Parsons is supposed to be close to a return from his injury.
Parsons who's down.
Which version of Dallas's run defense does San Francisco get? The one that's held their opponent to less than 100 yards 3 times? Or the one we saw recently that surrendered 180 plus yards, which they've done 3 times as well? They've allowed 4.6 per run to running backs in 2024.
Just ran right through Kalen Carson.
They get Jordan Mason next, 4.1 a carry versus a tough Chiefs defense, 58 yards, sitting on a 5.2 a run average.
Here's the best run of the day by Mason, chucks his way up to midfield.
Cowboys offense hasn't relied on the run game. It's a passing joint. Boys fans may be needing one to watch them. Been disappointing, just 21 points per game, 11 turnovers, rough in the red zone. Supposed to put some cream on it or something when that happens, but I'm no doctor.
And it's intercepted for the second time today. It's Branch again.
Dak Prescott, 8 touchdowns, 6 INTs, sub-90 rating for the season, 3 games with 2 picks, did it back-to-back before the break, does not come in with fire emojis on his side.
Snap back to Prescott, looking. He doesn't have time.
Dak hasn't really had too many games where pressure was an issue. Still, Dallas has given up 16 sacks in 6 games, so more than twice a game.
Prescott is swallowed up whole by Lee McNeil.
49ers defense he draws this week was not to blame for their loss to Kansas City. Prescott facing Nick Bosa and Leonard Floyd up front. Bosa a half sack of Mahomes, Floyd with 1. 49ers held Patrick to 154 yards, no touchdowns. They picked him off twice, a sub-50 rate.
Now Mahomes is going to be spun to the ground and sacked.
What? I'm calling him Patrick like TB12 does. People will think I'm tight with him and Brett. 3 pass catchers Niners Nation, Empire, State, County, Autonomous Collective should take note of. It's got to be one of those, right? CeeDee Lamb, of course, almost 80 yards per game thus far.
Blitz, one-on-one, you got to go to CeeDee Lamb.
Jalen Tolbert, the WR2, almost 50 yards per game.
It's a touchdown to Jalen Tolbert.
I told you, we're an anarcho-syndicalist commune. Tight end Jake Ferguson, third key piece to the Dallas passing puzzle, 5 receptions per game, 48 yards per.
That's 27 on the pass to Ferguson.
49ers defense faces the league's worst rush attack. Not many attempts, so yards per game figure is a reflection of that. But 3.5 a run is bad either way.
And to me, in the run game here for the Cowboys, it's just a bit of a struggle as it has been.
Rico Dowdle has averaged 4.2 a run at least, just doesn't get many chances. San Francisco up 1 game in the all-time series with Dallas. They've met 9 times in the postseason. Let's get obscure and revisit their 1 tie. Dallas was good, San Francisco was not, but the Niners picked off Craig Morton 3 times. Their quarterback, John Brody, threw 2 TDs, 1969, all tied up at 24.